Where is he moving? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's shooting at someone. Let's go.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Bye, Franz. Using the other guy as a meat shield.
Disengaging automated flight control routine.
Hey y'all, look at this. I became a Red Bull. I got some wings for you if you want some. We also have our nutritional facts here. And since it's summertime, of course we are the summer edition.
You're doing?
It works.
I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm working on getting the Sussex bark we need.
All right. Throw. All right, Scratch. Go get near.
Oh my god.
Good boy. Okay, fine. Lich wants me to read it with quacks now. Dear Quacketer, I find it despicable, Quack, a diabolical quack, that you defend Baldur's Gate's ridiculous quacking restrictions regarding quacking animals in the city. No quacking animal larger than a quacking peacock may gain entry? How quacking archaic. My daring Giselle is the most well-behaved bear you'll ever meet, quackers. And yet you to spend time with my child, I must visit my summer home in quacking Cormier. I call upon the Parliament of Peers to resolve this quacking issue immediately. The emotional and quacking psychological well-being of the people of Baldur's Gate is at stake. Quack it, and I shall take this to the highest of authorities, should not be dealt with accordingly. Right now, Giselle cries out for a father. This quacking archaic policy has separated a quacking child from their parent. I don't know how Grand Duke Older Ravagar lives with his quacking self. Yours faithfully, Mr. Quack R. Pickens. There we
Mr.
go.
Quack R. Pickens.
Entering pressurized environment.
Good to see someone new.
I love it just waves back and then I'm like, and then, like, this person back there is actually like suspicious looking around. This person's like, oh hi, waves at me. Oh, that was so horrible.
Warning. Dangerously low temperature detected. Leaving pressurized.
Oh, I need to find another innocent person and like salute them and see what happens.
Okay. Got this laser. Let's come down from the ceiling. God, there's so many. There's so many buttons and indicators. Fucking lines are everywhere. Oh, that will send me up there somewhere. Okay. Well, I guess let's see what's up here.
I see you found the death room.
Damn it, Neve. Okay, so not that way. Understood. That is so many fucking turret robots.
Oh my gosh. Die. I wanted them to die, not me. Gosh. Darn game, taking my commands a little too literally, I think. Right. There's an ass scout here. Move, ass scout. Come on. What do you think you're doing? Get away from here. Sir. Sir, no. Where do you think you're going, sir? No. We're sending you over here now, sir. Just gonna keep moving you this way, sir. Nope, sir. Okay, fine. You're free to go, sir. How far did I take him? Oh, I actually took him pretty far. He's leaving. He's like, fine. Fine, I see how it is. Oh, screw this station. Minor misunderstandings. Don't we love the minor misunderstandings? I get those all the time. People just need to stop and think about things. What you're trying to communicate, you know?
All right, hey there, everyone. How's it going? Another wonderful, I guess, Friday at this point. And we got the new DLC in American Truck Simulator Louisiana. How's it going? Desi, Anonymous, anyone else is already in. And let's take a look here. So I got the heavy haul Kenworth at Beaumont, Texas. And let's see, we got special jobs. Oma, Lake Charles, New Orleans, Shreveport. Okay, so I want to try and see what their special jobs are with this, because I got this truck with me. So let's grab one of our, grab a regular low boy trailer for now. See what jobs, see if we can get jobs to any of those. From Beaumont. We got a cooling tower to Lake Charles, and then that has a special job. That's nice and close. Start off with that one then. Alright, and then we got the trailer already attached back there. We just gotta find our, where on the map is our thing we gotta get to? It's like, oh, just right across the street from us, basically. Fair enough. Does blink or stay on? What is going on there? A lot of traffic for 6:30 in the morning in Beaumont, Texas. And the welcome banner is blocking my view. Just a tad. Here anyways, so a bit late. You're only like, we just started a minute ago. Howdy though. Like, we literally just started. The only thing you missed was that we picked a job from Beaumont, Texas to Lake Charles, Louisiana. That's literally all you missed. I've been doing good. You? Ah, gotcha. Get winter cleaning going.
for a leak tomorrow, I don't know if the timing will line or whatnot, but maybe we'll have another new system, new Caspian system to jump into. I don't know. I found out today. I did some testing today. I can store multiple jumps. I can have like 8 Caspians on my carrier, all with charges on them. So that'll save me to go these other, because I have a list of systems to go to that are new Caspian systems like that, where we discovered that Earth like. But apparently I can charge multiple at a time, so I don't have to go to a neutron star each time. So that we might have that, and then if we're at a system like that ready to jump at stream time, well, we can show that on Kezika and then go to the Neve account or something for something. This one really, we need to. Yeah, I'm gonna need to turn around and come for the other way on this one. Get it in there properly. Not enough room to do a back in that direction. Blind side, which are usually try to avoid those, but we kind of just got it this time. Use our convex mirror there. Be able to see far enough. Alright, we're a little bit to the side in any case. We're going to just straighten out and back it in again. And this is why blinds are so annoying, because the mirrors, you having to use that small of a mirror is rather annoying. There we go, now I'll get it in there. Why is the chat box lagging again? Did this the other day too. Seriously, OBS, what the hell? I did that the other day too, and I don't know which stream it was. Not much. Just getting up to doing some shipping and jump my carrier back to
refuel it up with more tritium after the other Caspian system the other day, and then we're gonna take it out for more of those. To the graphics cards. Tilt. Maybe that's what's caused. Because it wasn't an American Truck Simulator the other day when I kept having the chat box lagging. Yeah, this feels. Down there. I think it was. I wonder if like OBS is like when the graphics card is 100% of it lags the chat box, maybe. Get on the interstate here in Beaumont. And head right on over into Louisiana. Should be not terribly far. Lake Charles. That just looks bad. It's one of those ones where make the gauges all the gauges not just look horribly pixelated. You just gotta do that. Like though. No, I'm not running the graphics card 100% while I was trying to stream it. I mean, 2's not terrible. Like under 72, I should. How far we get to there until we get to Louisiana. There we are. It is not far, and then not far to. Oh, that's right. We gotta purchase our new garages as well. You know.
purchase our garages and put people in them. Lake Charles garage and what is this? Alexandria garage. Shreveport. Yeah, whatever that. Monroe, Baton Rouge, New Orleans. Then we just got to find random drivers and tell them they're getting relocated. Let's see. We can take this guy from Montana, maybe one of these Montana folks that's not too crazy of a relocation, right? Yeah, totally similar environment for them. No, not quick travel. What am I doing? Take them down to New Orleans. What other ones have too many people? Fort Collins. Mr. Jack R. here. And a Baton Rouge. Place that's still 5 people. Take someone out. That way we have at least one person in each garage. Company restructuring, right? From Monroe, okay. Take someone just from right over the border there in Texarkana for Shreveport. Mr. Pepe here. There we go. Is that river is a Louisiana border a river? Does mean we're in Louisiana now, I think? No, not quite. Rest areas will be. Now we should definitely be in Louisiana now. The bypass? Lake Charles has a bypass lane even. Interesting. Well, they're gonna need to be in Lake Charles, so it says to stay on this side. Get over here and get off on this exit. Big old bridge over there. crossing that on our special load then. Nice green arrow just for me. Ooh, this is a little bit of a tight one, isn't it? Get in there without going up on the curb. Either curb. I think you're gonna have to go up on one of the curbs there. There's no way. Injured? Called David. Oh man, local to me, there is this like lawyer ad like that. But like the picture of the lawyer guy has this like almost like disapproving look. And it's like, and the ad is like, seriously injured, call blah 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 blah. But I just every time I see it, but based on his disappointing look, I just imagine it'd be like seriously commenting, like seriously injured. It just like he's just disapproving of anyone who's injured. Which reminds me of another really funny, almost like a typo thing I had the other day. Like I bought this cheap rubber duck at the grocery store the other day, and you know, it had the, you know, small parts choking hazard warning on it, right? Except it was the hazard, they had spelled on it HAZAD for some reason. They forgot the R, and I just imagine, every time I was reading it, I was just imagining, like, you know, the New England accent that, you know, kind of doesn't really pronounce the R. It's like, yeah, careful when you give that to your kid. It's a choking hazard. Just whatever I was reading it. Security check passed. Do. When they need this bad boy. So that should be easy just to swing into. Maybe not. Let's see. Kind of those concrete things there, but maybe we can still swing enough room in there to swing it in. Let's drive on their grass a little. I'm sure they don't mind. There we go. Get that delivered. All right, and then there's supposed to be special deliveries around here somewhere. Giant silo and large reservoir tank. Charles to Natchitoches. Both the Natchitoches. Okay. Which one pays more? This one pays more. 77,000 pounds. They're both 70,000. Apparently. Let's see my current trailer with these bad boys here. Dismiss you. All right. Ooh, that's down that way. Then it looks like southern part of Lake Charles. Clip that on me. My truck's so long I had to maneuver that special even. Alright, over to the special job now. Get some real heavy haul going. A little bit of a camper in front of us, but looks like we're gonna get on the interstate here. Oh, but there's a little video spot over there. Let's go check that out maybe first. The tourism thing in Lake Charles, whatever it is. I don't know, city thing, or if it's a specific tourism thing. It's like a city preview thing. That's an interesting light. So I can still turn right here, even though the train's there. Just the way they did that, that's kind of nifty. Factory over there. Pull on into. Alright. Some sort of a pull around thing there for some reason. Lake Charles, Louisiana. And that must be the lake named Charles there. Perfectly cromulent name for a lake. And there's Charles Boats. Got a nice collection there. Alrighty, now we'll head over to our heavy load then. Here, that's fine. Pipeline going over the road. Back on the highway. Ooh, and over a bridge of some sort. Over the lake named Charles. So they got a whole thing container ships on this, don't they? Bridge has a turn in it. Kind of cool looking down the water like that as you're turning. Live jazz, of course there is, Louisiana. Yeah, we're in half mile. So it was a big 77,000 pound thing that we're picking up here. Whatever this business is. Farm equipment sales, some sort. All right. Giant silo. That shit touches. Big old silo boy there. And of course our triple low boy, and for some reason the news is here. make sure this big old long boy don't hit anything. Get up to the local interstate up here. Big old long boy. Just barely clear in that truck. Bring it through the grass a little bit. Say it's something special. Hopefully we'll be able to get our speed up here soon. $55, it's our limit on these special jobs. Why? Oh my god! Why did you just randomly slam your brakes on, officer? You're supposed to be escorting him, not causing me panic attacks. Pull an aggressive Delamain. Just the honk honk. Or beep beep. What was it? Beep beep, motherfucker. That officer has a death wish. He just tried to brake check, you know, what's probably like, you know, 77,000 plus the weight of my truck is probably a good 100,000 pounds. He just has a death wish at that point. Well, that would not end well for him. Officers, weren't you supposed to be clearing the traffic on these special jobs? There's supposed to be no traffic on these things. Why is he not moving either? Okay, nobody is moving for some reason. Is the script telling all the NPCs they're not allowed to move? I think the script was, it wasn't supposed to spawn NPCs. Is I think what was happening. The script was telling them not to enter the intersection, but then, you know, I was behind them. These special jobs bug out like that sometimes. Annoyingly enough. There we go. See, that's, I think, what's supposed to be happening there. Like, usually the police or escorts are good until they just brake check you randomly. Hotel and water resort over there. Heck yeah. Back up to 55 again. Nope. Now to 45 apparently. Alright, there's not supposed to be traffic again. The Louisiana Highway Patrol are not doing their jobs very well in this on these special jobs. Bud, you can go faster than me. What are you doing? Alexandria now. Keep an eye out for any potential secret roads, even though I can't turn on them right now. We'll make note of where they are. Here. Hopefully it doesn't brake check me like he keeps doing. Sir, you can go faster. Like, if my speed limit's supposed to be 55, you should be going at least 55. Like, why are they being? Why is the special jobs being so buggy with this state? Hey, randomly slowing down again when it still should have been 55. Escort me through the intersection, please, sir. Without brake checking me. We got a real big roundabout, it looks like, up here for us. really, really big roundabout. Like a diamond about the shape, it like goes straight and then it turns. Louisiana diamond about. We got one of our terminals over here as well for the Alexandria one must be right up here. There it is. There's our Alexandria, Louisiana terminal. Okay, so the speed limit is 50, and that's less than my 55 limit on these things. Why are you only going, like, 45? I swear, this officer. He's gonna get run over. There we go, it's Injury David again. Don't we all love David when we're injured? Red River. Kind of brown, actually. Traffic next to me there, and then our escort got it blocked there. They actually came in handy for once. It's usually they're just an annoyance on this job. Now we'll get this up on the on-ramp. Okay, so it's not lagging anymore. That's good. There are 36 miles left. Real old water tower looking over there. Natatoches should be around the corner, I think. However the dang thing was pronounced. But like I hit the brakes as soon as he hit the brakes. There was no way. Like what the? I hate these police at times. Like why in the hell did he randomly brake there anyways? He was like, oh, it's in the middle of the highway. Here's a good place to stop. Maneuver. Do the lane maneuver. Thunderstorm with our delivery. The ads are about to hit in 4 minutes. A little bit more forested area with some railroad tracks and overgrown railroad tracks. Squeeze it in there is going to take a little bit extra maneuvering, right? Yeah. If the rear ESCA could not hug the back of my trailers, please, when I need to do maneuvers. Like I need to do the tight 90 maneuver for triples. See it back there. I think we're good. Keep going up this hill. Right, and we got a farm up here. We're trying to pull the tank over, not to hit their cattle guard too much. There we go. Alright, they want pulled in right over there. What's that then? Did I? I need to check what I had a certain binding even set to. Avenue 2. Differential lock should be that one. There was differential lock. Where the heck is Where did diff lock go? What the hell? What? Oh, and looks like the ads are hitting now. Detach, I can detach. All right, let's see what we can find locally to get us. Where do we want to go now? Why is it not saying I've unlocked chip? Got like a photo spot down there. Let's go check that out. Let's see what the photo spot's gonna be all about. Well, we could just see what their local freight jobs are right here. Down to New Orleans, that's a decent one. Live cattle to, no, it's not. Louisiana though. Well, some raw milk to New Orleans. Black, so we can do 41,887. Get some milk, boys. Got milk? Where do they want this? Not necessarily know where the trailer is, though. There's some really adorable little tinks right there. Elk should be over this way. Not there, over one more. Did they hide this milk trailer? Or are they saying the same thing is? There it is. Okay. Our hook height here. Slightly more. There we go. Now we'll get out of here. Okay. Down to New Orleans. Gotta go to New Orleans in Louisiana, right? If there's anywhere you gotta go, it's there. Big old long old food tank there on our Kenworth. Quick. All right, 45. Sunset time here in Louisiana as well. River, what are we going over here? More railroad tracks. A lot of railroad track bridges. Alexandria, 44. Alexandria, where the big diamond about was. Are we gonna have to go through that again? I think it was kind of interesting. I don't know why they had to make it so big though. It didn't seem like there was anything in the middle of it. sleeping until we get to New Orleans, though. We only have 10 hours on the job, so we can't sleep. Here into Shreveport and Lafayette. Through Lafayette. All right, let's see. Okay, so yeah, Alexandria. Well, Lafayette's down there. Okay. There was the diamond about though, so we're just going to the other side of Alexandria apparently. All right, now we got a speed limit of 70. We can start booking it. Almost to 70. Now I can get some decent speed going. 75 now. I like. Very dark in here though. But I imagine New Orleans will be nice and lit up when we get there. It is New Orleans after all, right? Plot there. Okay, north. It's via plot. have doubts that you'd be able to see the Milky Way that clearly in Louisiana, though. How close it is to cities. So we're coming back up on Lake Charles, Baton Rouge. This is the exit for Lake Charles, but we were taking the spin around part. And this looks like it's one of those fun ones that you can do all 4 ways. Which means we gotta clover it. You just gotta when you see these ones. Just being like, wee. Turning in there again. All right, now the 4th one. Finally, we just go around the 5th again. Get back in the direction we need to actually go. There we go. Now I marked off all 4 of the clovers. Alright, now we get up to 70, and then it looks like this just goes east. Baton Rouge, then into New Orleans. Along I-10. Butler Rose. Butler Rose. It's the rosy butt. Tourist speaking down there, it looks like. I don't know what that said. It looked like it said, actually, river. Port Allen and Plague Mine. I don't know if I would want to live in a town called Plague Mine. That just, Sounds like a bad place to live. Sounds like something from Fallout. Like, oh, you don't want to go there. That's Plague Mine. They're all sick with coal lung there. Some sort of bridge up here and some sort of very large buildings off to the side. Very well lit up bridge, though. Through Baton Rouge. New Orleans exit. Exit for New Orleans. The speed limit for a moment was 35 there. That was odd. Alright, 36 miles it says. Got all in New Orleans any second now. Over a bit there. This way. A building that is clearly meant to be a Baymont Inn and Suites, and I imagine in real life. I don't even know, but it looks like a Baymont Inn and Suites. It has to be. dealership there. We got a waffle. What is a Waffle-topia there. The USB Type B plug over there. I always knew those plugs were big, but no, I don't know if they need a whole building. Let's bring our milk in and get that delivered. All right, let's see where they need it. Okay. Up around here somewhere. Around real tight. Nice and turned around, and then we should be able to swing it again over here. To hit the train. A little forward, actually. Start. A little bit further forward. Right side mirror as well. There, but we don't want to get quite that close. And out a little more. There we go. And then and push it in. Mirror is not as in as far as it should be. I guess it was. Okay. Turn it out a bit, and then just push it in. All right, let's see. Okay. Nah, not one of those. There should be a special in New Orleans, I think, right? Got huge construction. Whatever that is. A huge construction. And then air conditioning. Take that back to Lafayette. Where is our local terminal? What? There? Okay, yeah, let's get our rest and sleep in real quick. What is going on with this train back there? My mirror, what? In the mirror, it's all like discoing, but not actually. That was weird. It's all like rainbow colors in one of the mirrors. I don't know if anyone else had caught that. It was like, yeah, the top right mirror was just going wild on that one. I mean, you know, it is New Orleans. Going wild. We have what's our clock? 3 hours left on the clock. Might as well sleep because it's midnight. Once it turns green, we got yellows. The train's not in my way, is it? Is that right? Oh, it's right over here, I think. Of course, there's going to be a train in the way right after we got out of the red light. Oh, where it's coming from? Oh. No disco on this train. First, this one, yeah. Sort of photo thing up here too. Speed is down to 50 for some reason. Apparently, whatever this thing is. Orleans Dome and Panorama. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't think that's our exit yet. Okay.
All right, is anyone there? Still here, coming across now? I don't know what happened there. Testing the audio quality as well. Text screen was weird. All right, well, continue for now. That was weird. All right, just gotta wait for this light here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Our speed limit. I'm right on up there. Exit up here, and then we'll loop around, and there's apparently a cruise ship there is what that is. Cruise ship of some sort from New Orleans. Local convention center, it looks like. Industrial Bay Port. Port, then it looks like. Port traffic. Oh. Right in here. Okay, and then I should have a thing for the cargo up here. So I guess we gotta go past these gates first, looks like. Looks like ad break coming. 5 minutes or so. Another set of gates? What the? Why do they have gates back to back? Why were the first gates not sufficient? Why do we have a security check and then another security check like 10 feet later? Where's the actual job icon? All right. Huge construction. All right. Here now. Looks like we'll have to go get back on the interstate there, up there on the round thing. Use that do that as best we can. Officer, you were supposed to get those guys cleared. Your fault. Much of this as we can, because it's taking up everything. Taking up the whole road. All of the road, using every last bit of it. The B&O was 117. No, it was 177. 122. Why did I think 177? Well, 122,000. It's just, it's barely getting it up the incline. Change maneuver there. Okay. Now we're back on this interstate again. Where's the route it's taken? Interesting. Okay, we're going out this way again now. The reason they ever go up there, though, there's like nothing up there, though. Kind of weird that they have that whole modeled out, but they have like no depot up there or anything. coastal portion of Lafayette. Like, Homa has some interesting looking streets there. Split up streets or whatever. Down on me though. Just let me maintain my speed, officer. Up here looks like service road. It's blocked off. Nice open plains with storm ruin in the background. Raceland. Let's go to Raceland. Sounds like a fun place. Crawfish boil advertisement. Another crawfish boil advertisement, nice. Alma and Chack Bay. Real quick. Ready. Oh, not that one. That button. a swampy looking area. Maybe. It's swampy, looks kind of swampy. Definitely looks kind of more swampy. Hey, old Farmer Boy John, how's it going? Let me grab a drink. Some nice fields over there, it looks like. Another highway over there too. A bus over another road over there. Looks like now we're gonna get off exit here, and then we're gonna get a really tight looking turn that we're gonna have to make with this dang thing. A heck of a tight turn for a triple low boy. Center Street. Those 122,000 pounds down. What? Escort vehicle? Well, why is that my fault? That's his fault. I didn't crash into him, he just crashed. Not my fault. Okay. Like, don't blame me, the cop's a bad driver. What are they? What? Oh, one moment, let me check something. Okay, what is causing this guy to crash though? Forward? Why is it not? Oh, I'm not focused on the window. that would be important. Okay, what is this about? My escort vehicle crashed. What is escort vehicle crashed about? Was the guy just plowing into the side of the bus? Like, I don't even understand why that should be my fault. I shouldn't fail it. I have no control over that truck. Go. I'm gonna just respond to some of the tech support. The weird black screen thing earlier. let's get this thing delivered then. What do you mean I've driven away from them? He was right in front of me. What? He was literally like 3 car lengths in front of me. What are they talking about? What is this job doing? They're just saying that the escort crashed when he very visibly did not earlier, and now I'm just randomly driving away from them. So confused. Sure sounds like Louisiana. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, I don't know what is it this rear escort being bugged or what is going on? It's down south of Lafayette, looks like. Louisiana 14 and Highway 90. Well, whatever town is there. It looks like some town. It doesn't say what the specific town is. Back one's still there, right? Like, I don't know. That was whoever this Louisiana State Patrol officer driving the pickup behind us is kind of dumb. He plowed directly into a bus twice, and then he just like left us. Apparently, last time, which I don't get how that's my fault. Really should not be failing for the NPC being dumb behind me. Lafayette. Lafayette. Okay. Yeah, there's so much French here. I'm gonna butcher so much in this state. Sir, don't break that heart. I have 122,000 pounds on me. Do you have a death wish, sir? Oh yeah, there was some. Yeah, I've seen some. Definitely some native ones there too. Yeah, nacho cheese, not Nacho Cheese Land. Yeah, we went there earlier. That was our first job. Went to Nacho Cheese Land. Natchitoches or whatever it is. I don't know. Why are the news here? The news is here for some reason. They want. I'm getting my parking job broadcast on the news. It seems. Wachita and Nakatush. Nakatush is just Nakatush. And then yeah, the first one, Kansas was smart and just spelt it Wichita. You know, if that's apparently Wachita, Kansas was smart and just went, no, we're just gonna spell that how it sounds. for the benefit of most people. It is a massive construction, yes. Usually they'll have like the news at like the departure point, but usually not the end point. That is really funny. Apparently OBS, I guess the issue with the black screen earlier is OBS randomly reset my keyframes. Let's see, what's our local jobs here in Lafayette? A 90,000-pound scraper to Houston. Oh, somewhere in. At the same time, 30 minutes. Let's not go too far. Alma? Looks like it's going to where I pretty much already am. Going from up here to down there. See what this tourist marker is, though, real quick. Some old classic truck tourism. Jalapeno by Flavor Fair. What? Okay, hold on. Back in ATS, there we are. Gonna be a jalapeno to take a photo of. Oh, this must be the in-game representation of the McElhenney Tabasco facility. That must be what this is supposed to be. Avery Island, Louisiana. Where's that? Okay, yep. That looks like it's in the right. Yeah, okay, so this is the in-game representation of Tabasco. The McElhenney company. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're legally distinct name jalapeno pepper sauce by Flavor Fair. It's funny because it's not. Yeah, a lot of people think Tabasco is the brand name. No, it's McElhenney Inc. And they make a hot sauce with Tabasco peppers, which are one of the only peppers that actually have juice. And so they use the actual juice of the Tabasco peppers for it, because that's only I think there's one other variety that has juice. It's one of two, I think, if I recall. But it's unique for pepper, chili pepper, in that it most don't have juice in them. So they use that. They infuse it with vinegar, and that's what they do. But yeah, a lot of people think Tabasco's the brand name. It's actually McElhenney. That's where this photo wants us to take a picture of. There we go. The recreation of the factory. There's gonna be a video thing here too to watch. Another tourism waypoint. Maybe. Not seeing the. It's supposed to be right here, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it's... Yeah, it's usually like the little hovering video square where the map marker says has that like that movie camera. I don't see it. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, to be fair, yeah, company's McElhenney, yeah, that's fair. Because a lot of people don't realize it. Tabasco is also the pepper. Then I think maybe be the better way to describe that. Then a lot of people don't think it's actually also just the name of the actual fruit. Let's pop in there. They had a job for us, I think. Let's see what jobs they have for us. But what do we have from Tabasco McElhenney here? Like some of they get the reserve one, the ones that are extra age, those two. That one's actually really good Tabasco sauce. The regular ones are a little too vinegary, but if you get the really aged ones, I like those. They usually call them like the reserve or something, if I remember correctly. Yeah, because yeah, there are other hot sauces out there that use Tabasco, but then there's the trademark on that, because they got the trademark on the pepper, basically. We only have now less than 30 minutes. Let's free market. Let's see here. Lafayette. Is it Lafayette? Is it et or E A? I can't remember how the French pronounce the ETT. Wait, wasn't there one earlier to... It's just gone now. Okay, there was one to Hauma, but it's not there now. They got like a little fairy link right there. That's interesting. What that's about. You know, we'll just go explore. Let's go check out this fairy link. What that's all about. Actually, we might have to sleep. Is there a rest area? Yeah, we'll just go over there. In Louisiana, it's yeah, Lafayette. Yeah, sometimes the local pronunciations are also weird. Like we have a place here in Nebraska that's spelled like it's spelled Hooper. Like anyone would be like, oh, Hooper. No, they're like, no, it's Hopper. Like, fuck. Like, you go there and you say Hooper, they'll like yell at you. I said that once to someone who was like from Hupper, and they're like, "It's Hupper." I'm like, "What?" Like, it's Hupper. And I'm like, they were like so bad. I was like, "Okay." Oh, we have a town, Norfolk. Most places will be like Norfolk, but the one in Nebraska, they're like, no, it's Norfolk. So yeah, I totally get the local pronunciations too. Forget which name it is, but there's a town that they spelled the name wrong on the water tower. They changed the name of the town to match. Oh, that's funny. They're like, I can totally get that. I see a small town doing that. They're like, they're just in the town, their town board meeting or whatever, and they're like, guys, it'd be like, $20,000 to have that repainted. They're like, oh. Well, what is it to change the town's name? Like, well, we just have to vote on that, and then it's official. They're like, yeah, okay. Who's in favor? I can just totally see that. And then we just file some legal documents. It's like, y'all send down like $200. They'd be like, yeah, okay, let's just do that. I could totally see small town folks just being like, yeah, we'll just rename it. Yeah, I'm not going back up there. But yeah, no, because like that like probably would be like a good at least $10,000, I imagine, painting water towers, because it's not cheap paint that they use on those, and it's a lot of it. It's one of my relatives ran a company that is one of the leading companies of that kind of industrial paint that they use for those things. And yeah, no, not cheap paint. I don't remember like the exact price, but I know years ago. So like, there's a lake in western Nebraska called Lake McConaughey, and then they have this this big stone slab that's painted with this slogan of it's like "Only leave your footprints" or something like that. It's like "Only leave your footprints," I think. This giant concrete slab, right? And it's all painted blue with this whole slogan. I remember it's just like, it's about probably the same amount of paint you'd have in a water tower. And I remember, I think I remember hearing like this was back in the early 2000s, but I think it was like 50, 60,000 in the paint. Like, for the type they need for that kind of outdoor application. Be long lasting at least. It's not like house paint where you can patch it up easily. I mean, as long as the water tower doesn't get hit by a Ford Explorer. That's one of the... I can't remember which tornado that was. I know it was a few years ago. I can't remember which one, but there was a damage indicator that was a water tower had a dent in the top of it, and a Ford Explorer was found like basically like little bit past the water tower, and like National Weather Service and other people actually determined that it was this Ford Explorer from some guy's house was lofted, and the tornado basically threw it at the water tower. And that's where that was, and they never fixed the dent. They just left it there because it's like, well, not really worth it. Or leave your footprints while we have leave huge amounts of concrete and paint. Yeah, I mean, part of it too was it had to be a paint that wouldn't like leach chemical or anything. Is part of that. Yeah, because I've done damage survey stuff for them before, which is really funny. You know, I had a very small world recently too, because people in Elite probably know Lev, another Elite streamer. Lev lived down here for a while, for like a year and a half. And it was really funny because like I'd been over their house and stuff too, but the first time I went over there, it's like, I know this house. I did a damage survey on this house. it was so coincidental. It was so funny. Like I straight up had a picture of it from like years prior. from that. Yeah, but yeah, just a lot of crazy stuff trying to do. Like there was one that pretty much that same one. I had found a silo, like a grain silo, like the sheet metal part of it, wrapped around telephone pole, and then part of that is I need to figure out where the grain silo came from. So I had to drive around all the different farms to be like, okay, well, you know, their Google Maps indicates that they used to have, you know, 3 silos. They still have 3. Okay, this one they used to have 2. They still have 2. Oh, this one used to have 4, and now it has 3. That's where it came from. And then along the way between where the silo came from and where it was found, there was an RV park, and one of the RVs had it's a huge slice dug into the side of it, like from some thin thing literally hitting and cutting into the RV. And so they basically was National Weather Service figured, okay, that's probably what hit that RV. Because it was like directly in the line from the farm it came from to where it ended up. Like a little ferry just across the little river here. Is that all? Can't even see it. What do we got here? Let's time travel real quick. Okay. Okay, the ferry's just across. Why couldn't they just build a bridge? I mean, I guess it works. Just... Yeah, any large buildings. No, I mean, it was pretty much the farm I expected to be. There was like one or two I checked first, but because I was there to actually chase that tornado the day prior to when I was out there doing the survey, and that particular farm had its whole barn like fell over, pushed onto the road, and then the warehouse next to it was leveled. The gas station had like a wall blown out the back of it, like, and there was a tractor trailer shop too, and it's like rolling garage doors were like yanked out and coming straight off the building and like twisting. They just got sucked open and pulled off the rails. So I kind of figured which farm it was going to be, the one that, you know, got directly hit. Why is the light strobing on my headlights so much? What is this weird effect? I apparently put my truck in party mode to cross this. Normally they don't have these ferry things animated, but I guess since it's such a short distance, they're like, okay, animate it and put your truck in party mode. Lamb what's party? That's what I was kind of figuring. Probably, yeah, swampy. I wonder what this is actually supposed to. What this would be in real life then. Right? Yeah, it's like my headlights were in strobe mode for some reason. A spooky forest. Yeah, we just do that. See how well we can just navigate with the front things only. He really doesn't care. Bud. Kate. Thank you. Like a quarry or something, I imagine, up here. Namik's usually like quarries and stuff. A sand quarry in real life or something. Dredging something, I guess. Route length up. Oh my gosh. They're all long routes, so that's the problem. We're running the end, and I know those would go past stream time. Tourist sites and stuff. I'm gonna hit this one in Halma then. Halma, I don't know which one it would be. Yeah, let's drop over those things. Our wheels are big enough. Time for a little truck rally. Move the gate. There we go. All right, let's go. Oma. Skid marks on the barge for them. All right, see if it's party barge again. Oh, it's party barge again. No, I just. Oh, I can control my horn too. The strobe. All right, a little bit of swamp rally. Bigfoot. I think there's somewhere where they do have a Bigfoot. If I remember correctly, as an Easter egg. I think they had it in one of the mountains in California or something, if I remember correctly. Area we can stop at to advance time to the morning as we get on our way over there. Down there and then over to the I want it to be in this order. Add a new checkpoint to the end. I know at least 3 plywood Bigfoot painted all black near the edges of roads around there. They Bigfoot like big in Louisiana? I know Bigfoot's like big in Nebraska and some western Nebraska stuff. Don't really associate Bigfoot with Louisiana though. Jake on when I bobtail, it just makes the wheels lock up. It's too much braking. Swamp Bigfoot. Oh, okay. Is that like a alligator version of Bigfoot? Is that giant walking alligator or crocodile? Left. Maybe we can do a disco mode too, can't we? What does that look like at the front of the truck? Standard Big Ape. Yeah, that's fair. It would have been funny if it was like a reptilian one or something, though. totally different cryptid. They don't have bears in Louisiana, do they? Where's the sleeping area over there? Okay. I know some of the other areas that have Bigfoot, like, I think what it is bears doing that weird bear shit they do where they just randomly start walking around on two legs because they feel like it. Oh, okay, maybe. Because, yeah, bears will just randomly walk around on two legs. Like, just for shits and giggles, apparently. Like, that's what I think a lot of the Bigfoot sightings, like, really are. Besides some that are, like, obviously hoaxes and stuff. But I think some of the, like, ones that came around with the whole sightings, I think maybe come from, like, people seeing bears walking on 2 feet because they're derpy freaking bears. Like, and thinking it's something else from afar. They're a lot like the original ones, and then obviously a lot more modern ones are just sometimes people in ape suits and stuff. Because yeah, like there's a lot of stuff like when they look back, like some mythology stuff, when like scholars have looked back, have been like, we think this is probably this. And then there was something like around the time where a lot of the early vampire stories came out. There was like a disease that had a lot of similar symptoms with like pale skin and stuff. And some people like misattributed it to that, that. And a lot of the scholars think, it was probably superstitions around people with this disease that was around at that time or something. Like, let's see what this tourist point up here is going to be. Use it. We get Trucker Cola, delicious and refreshing. Just block this bank's parking exit. I'm sure they won't mind, right? Well, so, yeah, or like wild men. I definitely think some of them might have just been, bears being freaking bears. government tower. Alrighty. About the time in any case, though. Where's my system save? There we go. Save that there. Let us go see. Oop, not that button. Where am I at? There we go. Let's see who is around to raid 2 over on the Twitch side. Bought the DLC yourself, or excited for the Road Trip Ford car pack? Yeah, when was the Road Trips actually coming out? Did they said anything about when they expect that to come out? That's interesting. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. More reason to visit like the tourist stuff and stuff, because I know you get the photo opportunities and the video things too, and a lot of times it's like, oh, if you're on a job, you don't really have the time to go over to those things. I wonder if that'll help with those. Do is on Twitch. But it looks like Creekre's in the other side of this particular simulator. They must be doing the Nordic Horizons over in Euro Truck Simulator, it looks like. Looks like they're going to be right back, but we can raid over there. We'll be back by the time we raid. Raid into Creek, create another wonderful Elite Dangerous streamer. Looks like they're also doing some Euro Truck Simulator today. Maybe they're checking out the Nordic Horizons or something. I think that just came out too. So we'll go over there. Show them our Storm Chaser love. And tomorrow we'll be live as well with some, it was Elite Dangerous we planned for tomorrow, I believe. Yeah. Of course. But I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.